You know, when most people think of Vikings, they imagine wild, axe-wielding warriors storming monasteries and terrorizing Europe. But history isn't that simple. By the end of the 10th century, something remarkable had happened. The Viking Age was coming to an end. And it wasn't just because people got tired of raiding. The big change? Christianity. Scandinavian chieftains and kings started trading their old Norse gods for the cross. With that, the glorification of raiding and pillaging faded. Suddenly, the same guys who once built their reputations on plunder were remodeling themselves as Christian kings, focused on ruling lands and building stable kingdoms. That's how Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, as we know them, actually formed. The old Viking free-for-all gave way to new boundaries, new alliances, and, believe it or not, bureaucracy. But what about the Vikings who'd already taken root in far-off places, like Russia, France, or Britain? Well, they didn't stay Vikings for long. In Russia, the Rus became Slavic princes. In France, they turned into the Normans, the same folks who'd later invade England. And in Britain, those Norse settlers blended with the locals so thoroughly, you'd barely recognize them as former raiders. Here's the twist. While Europe adapted to the lack of Viking raids, all that pent-up warrior energy didn't just disappear. Instead, it found a new target, far from Scandinavia. The Crusades kicked off, sending European knights storming towards the Holy Land, looking for glory, loot, and maybe a bit of redemption. So, next time you think of Vikings, remember, they didn't just vanish, they transformed and changed Europe in the process. History's always more than just battles and beards.